Okay, main jail, thank you so much.
1 minute, because the children are still sitting.
Oh, okay, thank you.
When we go out live, they'll be,
Oh, no problem, thank you. All right, thank you so much. So now I'm on my regular system, not the juvenile system, which is perfect. Thanks for your help.
And there were a couple of people, few people outside.
Do you know where they are downstairs?
Well, there's a bunch of people splitting
There
in
were
the
some
hallway.
people waiting in the hallway, but they couldn't come in until the juveniles were gone.
Okay, they're
So
gone
they
now.
can come in.
So if Deputy Williams would be so kind as just to invite everyone in who would like to come in to watch.
Thank you.
That's fine. Thank you. Good morning. Happy holiday. Have a safe 4th. Yeah. Always a nice holiday. Ready when you are, Mr. Shea.
The first matter is Kevin Byrne on page 13.
Is he at Maine? Hi, Mr. Byrne.
He's at Maine, Judge. I just spoke to him on the phone. Judge, I spoke to him and he would like to resolve the matter today, asking for a time-served plea. Judge, I spoke with the individuals at the Pompano Prosecutor's Office, and we have an agreement on certain matters, certain cases, and what they would like to offer.
I've got to find his file.
Okay.
Because what happens is, I don't have in a particular order. I know they tell me it's page 13, but they don't like to put them in order. One page over another. Let me see how many pages are in this thing altogether. It looks like a lot more than 13, yeah. So he's about halfway through. Is it Craig Bernal?
No, Judge, it's Kevin Byrne, B-Y-R-N-E.
Kevin Byrne.
He's after Nellie Saxon and before Christopher Sullivan.
Thank you. I'll try to find that. Yeah, isn't that awful? Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Okay, I got it. Now, it looks like he had a capias for $350. And you've spoken to Pompano?
Yes, Judge, I have.
And,
On these matters, Judge, it would be a time-served offer.
I'm denying that request. I want him to see the judge. It's apparently he failed to appear.
I understand, Judge.
Sir, your bond is $350. I do find probable cause for your arrest. And when's his next court date? Do we know?
I don't know, Judge.
I'm sorry, what?
Will that be tomorrow?
When does he see his judge? I want him to see his judge who he failed to appear.
Probably Friday.
Fine. Next.
After that, Judge, page 14, Paul Sidler, S-I-D-L-A-R, page 14, out of Hollywood. Judge, there's also a resisting arrest without violence on this. I'm not sure if this will be charged as a state case or an MO as well. Just want to make sure that there's not.
Mr. Sidler. And where's that, is it all on one PC?
It should be, yes, correct.
Okay. Sidler? Okay, I've got to do too far. Okay, got it. Okay, it looks like, yes, there's, the resisting without is with this case.
Correct.
Yes, and that's a $100 bond. What are you asking?
Which is, just make sure, is that an MM? Or does it show anywhere that it's an ML? I know the second charge is an MO.
Right, I do believe the first one is an MM.
Yeah, that's what I would believe also, which would mean that this wouldn't be mine at all.
No.
Because that the MO would attach itself to the MO.
Right, I think it was based on his conduct allegedly at the time of the arrest, which I think is an MM.
Okay, so that would be.
Okay, so let me go ahead and, Mr. Paul Sidler?
Yes, Your Honor.
You're charged with resisting, obstructing without violence, which is a $100 bond plus a municipal ordinance I believe it was causing a public disturbance of the peace, and there's no bond required for that. I do find probable cause for your arrest, sir. You can get out of jail for $100.
Judge, we're asking for a time-served plea on Mr. Sentinel.
Denied. I'll consider pretrial release.
That would be great, Judge. He has a job at Publix. He's supposed to...
I don't want him to lose his job, but based on the nature of the charges, I'm not going to let him out. I'm not going to make it a time served.
Based on pretrial on count 1 and 2, if so, I'll
That'd be
prepare
fine.
2 orders.
That'd be
because
great.
it's 2 separate cases.
All right, sir, I'll allow you to be out on pretrial release, but you'll have to call in twice a week. Isn't that how it works?
Yes, Your Honor.
Are you willing to do that?
Yes, Your Honor. Can I get a court order for my phone, being that I stay at the Broward Outreach Center in Hollywood and I don't want to get marked AWOL for not showing up last night?
I'm happy to let him have access to his phone. I'm hoping to get you out today, too, so you can make all the calls you need.
Please, and I work at 6 p.m. at Publix. I hope to be able to make it to Publix tonight.
I hope so, sir. That's fine. Pretrial release has to count 1 and count 2.
Thank you, Judge.
And we're just going to have 2 separate orders.
That's fine.
Okay, thank you so much.
Your Honor, if the court would just inform the defendant he must report to pretrial tomorrow before noon.
Mr. Sidler? I'm sorry. I do need to inform you, sir, that you must appear at the pretrial release office tomorrow. Before what time?
1, please.
What is it, 1 p.m.?
Noon.
Before noon. Before noon tomorrow.
Your Honor, tomorrow I work from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. at Publix, but I do have off Friday. Can we make it Friday?
How does pretrial feel about that?
That would be in the court's discretion.
Fine.
And where is this pretrial?
I believe they'll give you the address. Thank you, sir. Good luck.
Thank you.
Good luck. Make wise choices.
Judge, on page 15, Chad Rupert.
Okay, thank you.
It's coming out of Pompano Beach. Judge, I spoke to Mr. Rupert again, and also with the city of Pompano. They would like to offer a time-served plea if the court's acceptable to that.
And that I will allow under the circumstances of the case. Mr. Rupert, please raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give will be the truth, whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, Your Honor.
Sir, there's an attorney here, Mr. Shade. He said he's spoken to Pompano, and this is a municipal ordinance case out of Pompano, that they're agreeing to allow you to have an adjudication and time served on this open container charge. But it would be a conviction on your record for this charge. Are you willing to plead guilty or no contest to that, or would you remain a not guilty plea?
No, I plead no contest to that, Your Honor.
Okay, that's fine. Understanding you're giving up your right to a trial, you're giving up to a right for an attorney to fight this charge, you're giving up your deportation issues as well as your Jimmy Rice issues. Do you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
Or did you find the plea to be freely, willingly, knowingly, intelligently, voluntarily given? I do find a factual basis for purposes of the plea, and I adjudicate you guilty. And I believe you've done 1 day in the Broward County Jail. I'll give you credit for time served of 1 day. Sir, the court cost for this is how much? How much? $78. Sir, court cost, I'll give you 3 months to pay the $78. Partial payments are permitted. If you do not pay the $78, they can have a collection agency after you, they can suspend your driver's license, and they can do a civil lien. Do you understand all that?
Yes, Your Honor.
Probable cause was found for his arrest. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Judge, on page 15, there's a Kenneth Clark out of Oakland Park. Judge, they don't have a contract with myself or any other public defender. I understand, I know your position about helping.
You can't talk on the record regarding their case. I mean, it's just the natural order of things in the legal system.
I was just reminding you, Judge, just
But, so you want to help him, but he's got a misdemeanor capias that he apparently missed court, and therefore I'm not going to do anything and going to let him see the judge in which he missed his court date.
Okay.
That's how I do that.
That's fine, Judge.
Because he failed to appear. If he didn't fail to appear, I'd be happy to consider something. Oh, I'm giving you to the wrong person. Thank you so much.
And then the last one, Judge, is on page 16, out of Pompano Beach. The gentleman's name is Quentin Shivers.
Okay, and Pompano Beach is, I'm sorry, what page again?
Page 16.
Okay. No, I feel a little bad for Mr. Clark. I may want to call him back up again, because we took him out of order and now I didn't help him. So I should at least do his probable cause stuff. I'm going to call Mr. Clark up after Mr. Shivers. Is this Mr. Shivers? Sir, are you?
Yes.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Judge, again, this is a case in which the city of Pompano would like to offer a time-served plea. It's soliciting in the roadway without a proper vest.
Still trying to find it. Excuse me 1 second. I know I saw this. Here he is. All right. Yes, sir, there's an allegation you were soliciting in the roadway, holding up a sign, et cetera. They'd like to offer you a time-served plea, and I don't have a problem with that. Would you want to plead guilty or no contest to this charge today? Or did you wish to have a trial or have somebody look into the matter?
No contest.
Okay, sir, I want to tell you that they're charging you with, of course, it's really not been filed yet, you understand. It's the street solicitation violation. And I do find probable cause for your arrest. So raise your right hand for me. Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give will be the truth, whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, Your Honor.
Sir, how do you plead to the street solicitation violation?
No contest.
All right. And sir, you understand you're giving up your right to a trial, your right to hire an attorney, or have an attorney help you in the case, you're giving up your deportation issues and your Jimmy Rice issues. Do you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
I do find the plea to be freely, willingly, knowingly, intelligently, voluntarily given. I do find a factual basis for purposes of the plea. I adjudicate you guilty, sentence you to 1 day in the Broward County Jail, give you credit for time served of 1 day. You said it's $78 in court cost? I give 3 months to pay. Partial payments are permitted. And sir, you're not allowed to street solicit, okay? I also, not apparently, unless it's been permitted by the city. Also, I want you to know, sir, that if you don't pay the court costs within the allotted 3 months, that they may suspend your license, they may have a collection agency after you, and or they may make a civil lien. I wish you the best of everything, sir. Good luck.
All right.
Kenneth Clark.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you. Great to see you. Have a happy 4th. Kenneth Clark. Thank you, Mr. Clark. We had called your name earlier. I thought it was unfortunate that I couldn't help you, so let me help you now. So I do find probable cause for your arrest. You have a misdemeanor warrant out for you that they picked you up on 18000125MO20A with a $250 bond, sir. I do, you can get out of jail for $250. Okay, thank you, sir. I wish you the best. It's okay. That's what we have to do. These things are so long. We have to kind of toss the papers. I'm tossing back.
Good morning, Judge.
And good morning. How are you today?
I am great. Happy 4th.
Happy 4th to you as well.
My name is Alicia Dixon, and I am with the McLawrence firm for the Public Defender's Office for the City of Fort Lauderdale.
Fantastic. Nice to meet you.
Thank you, Judge. I just have 2 cases.
That's wonderful. You may call them whenever you're ready.
Okay, I have on page 15, Andrew Tom. He is at the main jail.
Andrew Tom, please come up. It does help that you're giving me the page numbers.
And Your Honor, I have 2 orders to appoint our office to represent both Mr. Tom and Mr. Ehrlich on page 16. May I approach with the orders?
You may.
Thank you, Judge.
And thank you so much.
Mr. Tom, well, first of all, Mr. Tom is unemployed. He does not have a bank account and is unable to afford a private attorney. Would the court be willing to appoint our firm to his case?
That's granted.
Thank you, Judge. Mr. Tom is in custody based on a capias for a petty theft in Publix. He stated that he never received the notice of hearing. He does have an updated address. However, Mr. Tom would like to resolve his case. Would the court be willing to offer a time served?
Not today. It's a capias. Mr. Tom, the capias was issued for your failure to appear. It's case number 18004038MO10A. There's a $500 bond, and I did find probable cause for your arrest. You'll have to see that judge who put out the warrant. It says here somehow that there's a July 16th date. Thank you, sir. I wish you the best.
Thank you, Judge. And lastly, I have Tony Ehrlich on page 16.
Yes, I've got it here.
Mr. Ehrlich is unemployed and does not have any funds. He is unable to hire a private attorney. Would the court please appoint our office to represent Mr. Ehrlich in this case?
That's granted.
Thank you, Judge. Mr. Ehrlich was arrested for possession of paraphernalia and a trespass at a Home Depot. He would like to resolve his case today. He is homeless. He does not have a place to stay. Therefore, if he at this point has no where to receive notice if there was a future court date.
What is his history the last 3 years?
CIS, I do not see any record coming up.
2017, possession of paraphernalia and trespass, he was adjudicated. 2016, possession of cocaine, adjudication. The last 3 years, is that correct, Your Honor?
That's correct, thank you. All right, respectfully, he's not able to be on pretrial because of his having no home, is that correct? Mr. Ehrlich, are you able to call into pretrial 2 times a week?
Yes, ma'am.
I'll allow him to be on pretrial release pending these charges. All right, and again, sir, you're going to have to sign up and give them a good phone number, and or you'll call in as well 2 times a week, and you must make sure you stay out of any type of trouble, or that will violate your pretrial, and you'll end up back in jail again. Do you understand? So I'll release you ROR to pretrial, okay? And but sir, I wanted to tell you I do find probable cause for your arrest. Apparently, as to one municipal ordinance is possession of drug paraphernalia, of which I've ROR'd for pretrial, and the municipal ordinance for a trespass where no bond was required, finding probable cause. And thank you, sir. I wish you the best of everything. And thank you, counsel.
Thank you,
Appreciate
Judge.
your help. All right, is everyone else ready to just do our regular docket then? Hearing no objections. Melissa Jean Baptiste, please. Where was she located?
Angel, Your Honor. Good morning. Aaron Stadler from the Public Defender's Office.
Hi, Mr. Stadler. Good to see you again. Happy
See you, Your
4th.
Honor.
I like your red,
You
white.
too.
I like your red, white, and blue tie. All right.
Thank you
Hi,
very much.
Miss Jean Baptiste. I do find probable cause, ma'am. You've been charged with a domestic battery. And, ma'am, I do find probable cause, as I said, and I'm ordering you have a $5,000 bond, no contact with the victim, but I also want her on pretrial.
Is that standard control?
Miss Jean Baptiste? Well, let me hear her history.
Your Honor, she has a few minor traffic offenses.
Okay, that's fine. Just standard pretrial then.
Thank you, 5,000 is standard.
Okay, so $5,000 with the standard bond. Thank you, ma'am. I wish you the best of everything.
Your Honor, can you order?
I did say no contact. I said no contact. Mr. Stadler wants to say something.
Your Honor, she has lived, before living in Broward, she was 7 years in Miami. She does work at a medical pay center. We're just asking if we could potentially have a slightly lower bond so she could be able to afford that.
Respectfully denied. Thank you. Good luck, ma'am. Victoria Farias.
All right, Your Honor.
Thank you. Ms. Farias, good morning. Ma'am, you are charged with a battery.
Your Honor, if we could have a Spanish translator for Ms. Farias.
Oh, is the Spanish interpreter here? Great. Thank you. I didn't know. Thank you for telling me. Please raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear that you'll interpret from English to Spanish and Spanish to English to the best of your ability?
I do.
Your name for the record.
Susana Stavrosta.
Thank you so much. Could you spell your last name for my record?
Starosta.
Perfect. Ms. Farias?
Señora Farias,
I do find probable cause for your arrest.
declaro que hay motivo fundado para su arresto.
You're charged with a battery with a dating violence.
La están acusando de agresión con violencia.
I find an appropriate bond is $5,000.
Declaro que una fianza apropiada es de $5,000.
No contact with the victim.
No puede tener contacto con la víctima.
And also pretrial release. Any
libertad vigilada.
Any history?
¿Alguna historia?
No priors.
No tiene antecedentes.
Standard pretrial.
Condiciones normales de libertad vigilada.
Do you understand, ma'am?
Señora, ¿entiende?
Sí.
Thank you.
Yes,
Wish you the
Your Honor,
best
I
of
spoke to
everything.
Ms. Farias this
Hablé con
morning.
la señora Barrios esta
I do not
mañana.
believe she's going to be able to set
No creo
or
que
be
ella
able
va a
to afford the
poder
bond as
pagar la
set.
fianza que se ha impuesto.
She has a apartment of her own, so she can
Un
stay away from the
apartamento
alleged
propio,
victim.
puede
That's not an
quedarse con la
issue.
supuesta víctima. Ese es un
She-
problema.
She has family and friends that live in South
Tiene
Florida.
familiares y amigos.
She is self-employed as a hairdresser,
Trabaja por su cuenta como peinadora.
and so her income is
Su
limited.
ingreso es limitado.
Since she has no
Ya que no
priors
tiene antecedentes
whatsoever,
penales de ningún tipo,
I would ask if Your Honor
le
would consider
pido
just
que
releasing her to
considere
pretrial.
dejarla salir bajo libertad vigilada.
Respectfully, that's
Con todo
denied based on
respeto,
the
se niega,
the circumstances
dadas las
that are in the probable
circunstancias
cause
que hay
affidavit.
en la declaración jurada.
Next, and thank you, Aisha Fisher. It was $5,000 with pretrial
La fianza
standard
es de
and no
$5,000
contact.
sin contacto con
Okay.
la víctima.
Aisha Fisher, please come up. It's Ms. Fisher.
Yes, Your Honor.
Is she at Maine? Hi, Ms. Fisher, good morning.
Good morning.
Ma'am, these are very serious allegations against you. It's aggravated in the sense that they say you used rocks in the effort to injure the alleged victim in the case, suffering great bodily harm. So I do find probable cause for your arrest. Your bond is $15,000 and no contact with the alleged victim in the case. I wish you the best of everything, ma'am. Thank you.
Your Honor, she has been in Broward since 2009. Her father and her grandmother live in Miami-Dade. She does work with child care careers, but she wouldn't be able to afford $15,000 bond. Is there any other type of conditions we can set to be able to allow her to be able to
Well, what's her history?
And it should be her first offense according to Ms. Fisher.
She has minor traffic offenses, expired tag 2012, red light camera violation 2015.
All right, I'll make it 10,000, but no contact with the victim under these circumstances. Thank you very much.
Thank
Good
you.
luck. Good luck. Is next Codanez, Bolent Codanez. Please come up. Yes, sir. You're charged with a domestic violence battery, and I do find probable cause for your arrest. And the actual facts of the case are very serious. So I'll also give you a $10,000 bond with no contact with the victim. The allegations are serious, sir. I wish you the best of everything. Thank you.
Yes.
Darius Woodson. Thank you.
Good morning.
Hi, Mr. Woodson. Good morning. Sir, you're charged with a domestic violence battery as well, but the circumstances and the facts of the PC don't seem to be as serious. So I'll give you a $5,000 bond, but no contact with the victim. And you did have a capias for a misdemeanor that was outstanding. That has a $2,000 bond. So, sir, you can get out of jail for $7,000 bond. Thank you, sir. I wish you the best of everything. No contact with the victim has been stated. Thank you. Antoine Francis. Mr. Francis, good morning.
Good morning.
Also, very serious allegations in the probable cause affidavit regarding some severe injury and violence toward the alleged victim in the case. It's a domestic violence. If I do find probable cause, I'll make it a $10,000 bond, but no contact with the victim, sir. And that's the lowest I'm going to go. Thank you so much.
He does work at the Fort Lauderdale Airport, Your Honor, so he says he can't afford that bond. We just don't want him to
I
lose it.
originally thought 15,000, but I made it 10,000, so thank you. That's why I said that. Mr. Shate.
Judge, I was just outside with the victim on Codonis. You just called it.
Oh, yes.
And she would like to be heard.
Mr. May I have the Codonis paperwork back?
Judge, I spoke with the...
And are you representing Codonis? Step away.
I'm stepping away. Yeah, that's fine. I'm just letting you know who it is.
You're only allowed to talk if you've been asked as a...
I have not been hired.
You're not representing anyone.
I'm not representing anybody.
Fine. That's just making sure for the record.
That's fine.
Yes, ma'am. Are you here on the Bolent Codonis matter? And your name for the record?
Maria Negron.
Please raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give will be the truth, whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, correct.
Yes, ma'am. You may speak.
Your Honor, Mr. Codonis is not present. So
Oh, Mr. Cardonis again, please. I apologize. I didn't realize that. Mr. Cardonis, can you come back up?
He might have already been taken back. I don't know if he's still there.
Oh. Ms. Cardonis, apparently, Miss Negron, apparently, when he was up here, I didn't know you were here, and he's already been taken back. Are you getting, Mr.
Your Honor, he's being brought back, Your Honor.
Thank you so much. Mr. Cardonis, please come back up. Thank you very much. Mr. Cardonis and Ms. Negron is here and would like to be heard. And yes, ma'am, you're under oath. What would you like to tell me?
We live together, we have kids together, and
Yes.
this has never happened before, so I would like to see if we can keep contact. I don't want to have not to have contact.
And based on the allegations in this probable cause affidavit, it's respectfully denied. Thank you so much. Sorry, she can talk to the state attorney's office if she'd like.
She would also like to ask for a lower bond. They can't afford the $10,000.
Respectfully denied. Just because of these allegations, they're very serious. It's a lot of violence alleged. Pain was caused. It's not your typical shove alleged. It's pulling hair. It's worse than just, And maybe it's the first time, she just needs to talk to the state attorney's office as the judge on the matter, and reading it, I can't take any chances that there'll be any further allegations.
No problem. Have a good holiday.
Protecting both, if you don't mind, I'm trying to protect both of them. Thank you. Ma'am, I wish you the best, truly. Lloyd Barros, he does have a bond of 10,000. Mr. Shade, explain to them that 10,000 doesn't really mean 10,000, you know what I'm saying? Okay, thank you. Hi, Mr. Barros.
Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning. Wow, I've had a lot of domestic cases today. Oh, very good. After I help Mr. Barros, I'll do the shelter, okay? That's right. I'll be happy to. We'll have to excuse everybody, I think. Hi, Mr. Barros. As to your charge of domestic battery against your son, I do find probable cause. And the facts, as I understand it, the allegations are that he suffered a, let me make sure I got the right one. Where is it? Oh, here it is. Yes, allegedly your son got a broken nose, sir. So respectfully, ordering a $10,000 bond and no contact with your son. Thank you, sir. Good luck. Now,
he does work at the Fort Lauderdale Airport as well. He lives in Broward for 17 years. He's got significant ties in the community. He says he cannot afford that amount of bond if there's any other additional condition or alternative condition like pretrial that he can be placed on.
unfortunately, with the nature of the allegations, I'm not going to be able to do that in protection of him and his son. Now, I do have a shelter hearing. In order to handle that, do I need to remove everybody because it's regarding that? If you all don't mind, just step out for a moment. I need to handle a shelter hearing, and then I'll come right back to you.
Your Honor, I apologize, but
There's no
I
need.
was speaking, and we did not hear the bond of Mr. Barone.
Oh, just now?
Yes.
10,000.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. No contact with the victim.
Thank you.
Or they have to go? I think everybody has to go.
Yeah, everybody.
It will just be a few minutes. I thank you so much. Isn't it interesting? Okay. Good morning.
Good morning.
Everyone here is here for the shelters, right?
Your Honor,
Okay.
we are still live for the main jail, just so you're aware.
Thank you. All right. So let me go to this. Going to go up. All right. We're here regarding what I just handled was a Lloyd Burroughs for the alleged battery against his son, where the son allegedly received a broken nose. Is that the same child that I'm here on a shelter?
Yes, that's
Brian
correct, Your
Burroughs. Okay, and is Brian Burroughs here? Okay, and you're 17? Okay, and what I don't understand is, why is it he can't live at home with his mom and the father's out?
He does. He resides with the mom.
Okay, so why are we doing a shelter petition?
A shelter from the father.
Okay, well, I made no contact with the victim. So do we also need a shelter petition? And also, I mean, I know he's a minor, and I'm happy to do it if you guys want me to,
Yes.
but that's fine. But I did find, of course, that it should have no contact, so I agree that he has to just stay away from the father has to stay away from him.
And we just ask that he have no contact in the dependency matter as well.
And that's fine, no contact in the dependency matter. And they need them to set an arraignment.
A re-shelter hearing for tomorrow so that the parents may be appointed counsel.
Oh, that'd be fine. Can we give a court date today? How does that work?
Yes.
So Mr. Burrows doesn't get to hear this, right? Even though he's right there?
He should.
He can't. That's what they're saying. This is not something all those men can hear while we're in here. But I just want to make sure he knows what's going on.
Okay.
And so I don't know how he's going to be knowing what's going on. But so the young Brian Burrows will stay at home with his mom, Chandra Burrows. Is that correct?
Yes, that's correct.
And Miss Burrows, you're okay with that? Are you Chandra Burrows? Okay, very good. Well, let me just at least tell him what's going on if he's still there. I'd like to do that, if that's okay.
Yes.
All right, so now how do I? Maine, I have both, Maine seems to be. Okay, is Mr. Burrows still there, please? Lloyd Burrows? If you could call him back up for me? If they could bring him back? Apparently this is regarding him.
They're gonna get him, Your Honor.
Thank you so much, Mr. Stadler. Now here it says you guys are allowing supervised visits with the child. Is that what you want or no contact?
We would follow the criminal court order, Your Honor.
Okay, that's fine, but here it says supervised, just letting you know on page 15. Hi, Mr. Burrows.
Yes, ma'am.
Looks like we're having a shelter hearing regarding your son, where we're also putting into the case that he's to live with his mom, and you're not to have any contact with him. Do you understand, in both the criminal case and the dependency case? Do you understand?
Yes.
I just want to make sure you know that's what we're talking about, and I wanted you to know that we permitted him to live with his mom and for you not to have any contact unless the other judge in the dependency case gives you the opportunity to have what we would call supervised visitation. In the meantime, there's no contact based on the criminal case.
But we are living one house, ma'am.
You're going to find someplace else to live, sir. Do you understand?
Yeah, for now, okay.
Yeah, that's all. It's really very simple.
Yeah.
All right, thank you, sir. I just want to make sure you understood. Thank you so much. Back to could ask everyone to come back in. Deputy Williams, after you let her out, please let everyone come back in. They might be interested in the cases I'm going to call. Thank you, everyone, for your patience in our process. We appreciate your help with that. Okay, who needs that paperwork? Is that counsel? Or ma'am? Who's that for? Oh, it's domestic. Thank you. Thank you. All right, everyone present now. Okay, John Saley. Hi, Mr. Saley.
Good morning.
Good morning. I do find probable cause for your arrest, sir. They say that you were violating the injunction. What's wrong? What's the matter? Oh, it's pretrial. No, this is your no contact order.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's okay.
You already
It's,
signed
I did.
them all.
Yeah, yes, I did. But if I may have some more. Mr. Saley, it was alleged you violated the injunction that was outstanding and that you were made aware of by stalking, by going to the diner where Erica is working. And therefore, I do find probable cause. I order that your bond be at $5,000 with a GPS monitor through pretrial release. And still, the injunction is still in full force and effect, and you're not to have any contact with the young lady, Erica. Do you understand?
Yes, Your Honor. Your Honor, he has lived in Broward for 20 to 30 years, so he's got significant contacts. He's on Social Security, so is there any way to lower the bond so he can bond out?
Judge, before you respond, I just wanted to let the court know that the victim advocate did make contact with the victim in this case, and she did indicate that she's in fear for her life. She does wish to prosecute, and the defendant does continue to contact her.
All right, denied respectfully. Thank you, sir. I wish you the best of everything.
Is there a distance that?
Oh, yes, Mr. What's his name again?
Saley.
Mr. Saley, come on back up again. I am putting, if you get out with the $5,000 bond, I'm putting you on pretrial release with a GPS monitor. You're not to be within 100 feet of any place that she is, but also the injunction has that he's not to go to her residence and or her workplace. So that stays in full force and effect. Thank you. I wish you the best, sir.
The court said 100 feet.
Yes.
And he's allowed to work if he has a job?
Yes, sure.
Thank you.
David Martinez. Hi, Mr. Martinez. I do find probable cause for your arrest for the domestic violence battery. I order your bond be at $5,000 and no contact with the victim, and I know that she's not as eager to prosecute, but I believe that it's in the best interest if you both stay apart, so no contact with the victim and $5,000 bond. Thank you,
Your
sir.
Honor, he's also not working, and he's lived his whole life in Broward. His mom's sister is here, so he has significant contacts with the community. Given his employment situation, I would just ask that he has a bond, something that he can be closer to what he can afford.
What is the history of this young man?
August 2016, burglary, withhold of adjudication.
Denied. Thank you. Isaac Mora. Good morning, sir. I do find probable cause for your arrest for the domestic violence battery. I order a $5,000 bond and no contact with the victim. Thank you very much, sir. I wish you the best.
Your Honor, he does work at the airport as well. He's lived for 20 years in Broward. If there's he has contact with the community so he can get out and start working. He says he can't afford that bond.
Any history?
Minor traffic offenses.
Let me check the allegations again. I believe I thought they were serious enough. Respectfully denied. Thank you. Next is a Mr. Castro, Jose Castro. Hi, Mr. Castro. I do find probable cause for your arrest. They allege that you violated your injunction. And I do order you have a $5,000 bond and no contact with the victim, as well as the injunction is still in full force and effect. I wish you the best of everything, sir. Thank you. Hi, ma'am, you're here? For Mr.
He does work.
1 second, we have someone here for him as well. Thank you. It's okay. Yes, calling back Mr. Castro. Ma'am, raise your right hand. You solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am. State your name.
My name is Rosa Calupe Ramos.
Yes, ma'am, you're the alleged victim in the case, that's right.
Yes.
What would you like me to know?
He and I have been divorced and have not lived together for about 5 years, and his behavior has been escalating throughout this time. Yesterday, he came to my house when I was not there, as he's tried to do several times. My son opened the door to him. He proceeded to carry out my 8-year-old daughter, and then he came back for the 10-year-old, and then he came back for the 11-year-old, which he grabbed. I know this because my 14-year-old son called me in hysterics, telling me that his father had showed up and was yelling and had told him that he was going to take him away. And I heard the scuffle that my 14-year-old had with him. And he put up a fight to not be taken away. And he did stay home, but he called me in hysterics saying that their father had told him he was taking away everyone. And then I don't know how much worse his behavior will get. He just came back from a few weeks vacation with Cuba and Peru, and his family in Peru tells me that they also had to stop contact with him because his behavior is very strange. They don't really understand the things that are coming out of his mouth, and so they had to ask him to leave the family home. I had about 30 missed phone calls from him yesterday, text messages. I mean, his behavior was just unbeknownst to me. I've never known him to be that person, but he does not seem well.
Okay, I appreciate you telling me that. With that, I'm going to increase the bond to $15,000, and there'll be no contact not only with Miss Rosa Calupe Ramos, or the children. Anything else? Thank you, ma'am. So no contact with the children either. Thank you, ma'am. I wish you the best. Thank you, sir. William McDonald? Where's William McDonald?
The medical reset, Your Honor.
Thank you. Thank you. Stephone Stanley? Hi, Mr. Stanley. It looks like I do find probable cause for the dating violence battery alleged. Order a $5,000 bond and no contact with the alleged victim. I wish you the best of everything, sir.
Your Honor, he has lived for Broward for 7 years, has brothers and sisters here. He's not working, so given he's not working, if there's any bond you're able to set, that would be more in line with something he could afford.
Unfortunately, under the particular nature of the charges, I do believe $5,000 bond is the minimum I can go with. The other person in the case is also charged, but I made hers the $10,000 bond based on the fact that she threw the rocks at him. But his I made $5,000 because the allegations aren't as severe against him, so that was the best I could do. I thank you, though, for your request, but it is denied. Christopher Gaston. Good morning, sir. I do find probable cause for your arrest. Count 1 is a battery, domestic violence, a $5,000 bond with no contact to the alleged victim. Resisting an officer without violence doesn't require a bond. You've had probation violation charges, sir, that the warrants were served on you as well for case number, looks like 1001637 CF10A is a no bond hold, 10021-866, it's either 666 or 866 CF10A no bond hold, 1206469 CF10A no bond hold, and 120086, might be 88, but 8843 CF10A, another no bond hold, sir. I, again, do find probable cause, and, sir, I wish you the best of everything. Thank you.
Your Honor, I do understand he has some no bond holds, but given the other counts, given he's not working, he has lived 30 years in Broward, born and raised. I would ask for something a little more reasonable on the other counts so that he's able to post bond if he does take care of the violation of probation counts.
No, that's denied. Thank you so much. Louis Claudio? Good morning, Mr. Claudio. Looks like you had a violation of probation warrant served on you. I do find probable cause. That was for case number 1501146 CF10A, no bond hold. Sir, I wish you the best of everything. Good luck. Thank you. Next is Jessica Camacho. Oh, I did have her here today. Hi.
Medical research, Your Honor.
Thank you. How about Natalia Johnson? Is Miss Johnson there? Hi, Miss Johnson.
Hi.
Good morning, ma'am. You have a trespass charge. I do find probable cause. It's only a $25 bond.
Your Honor, she's not working as well. She said she can't afford a $20 bond. Could we have an ROR for Ms. Johnson giving us just a trespass?
What's her
And that she is not
history?
working.
What's her history?
June 2018 trespass adjudication, February 2018 trespass adjudication, August.
Denied. Thank you. $25 bond is reasonable under the fact that she's alleged to have had 2 this last month. All right. Rachel Wong. Hi, Miss Wong. Good morning. You had apparently a warrant out for your arrest. You have a $1,000 bond that you could get out of jail for case number 170248444 TC20A. I wish you the best of everything, ma'am. Take care. Thank you. Patricia Ellis. Hi, are you here for Patricia Ellis? Come on up. Hi, Miss Ellis.
Good morning, ma'am.
It looks like you had a warrant out for your arrest for 1600984MM10A. I do find probable cause for your arrest. Her bond is $500. She can get out of jail for $500.
Yeah, I still have a couple of things to say.
Yes, sir, if you'd raise your right hand then. Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give over the truth, whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
Yes, sir, you may.
Yes,
And your name for the record?
Nicholas Ellis.
Ellis, Mr. Ellis. So you're her son. Yeah. Very good. How can I help you?
Well, we had this previously because the people that, I guess, that filed a restraining order against her, we used to live next door to them in Coral Springs. We broke our lease and we moved over here in Lottie Hill because of the fact that they did make a false report saying that my mom was trying to threaten their son or so, and they said that they went inside the car and sped up with us. But me and my sister was at work. We just got home. We saw the cops there. So I kind of think this is like something else like that.
Unfortunately, what this is saying, sir, is that she missed a court date. That's what this is about. A judge put out a warrant for her arrest. They say that she had notice and failed to appear when required to do so. That's all that this is today. Okay. There's a case from 2016 that's still outstanding that the judge wants to see her, but is allowing a bond of $500, which you can post, and she'll still have to go to court on this case from 16 and address those facts, and you may be a witness. You may have seen what was going on, but for today, it's just a matter of her being arrested on a warrant and a $500 bond, okay?
Okay.
Thank you, sir. I wish you the best. Thank you, ma'am. I wish you the best. Take care. Thank you. Tori Fariolo. Okay, very good. She bonded? I did find probable cause for the arrest. Candice Carnival.
She also bonded.
I do find probable cause for her arrest. Catherine Duggins. Hi, Miss Duggins. Good morning. Ma'am, I do find probable cause for your arrest for possession of cocaine. You have a $1,000 bond. I wish you the best of everything. Thank you.
Your Honor, she is disabled. She's lived all her life in Broward. She does help take care of her mother. So we would just be asking if she can have a bond that she can afford. She's unable to afford a $1,000 bond.
What's her history in the last 2 years?
2016 petty theft withhold.
Okay, how about before that? Any drug charges?
Not that I see. I see at LSA, leaving the scene of an accident in 2014 where she got a withhold.
Okay, I will reduce it to a $500 bond. That's the best I can do because I want to make sure she appears in court. Thank you. Good luck. Lamia Marshall. Good morning.
Good morning.
I do find probable cause for your arrest regarding the fraudulent uttering of false instrument, fraudulent use of possession of an ID of another person, and consent, without their consent, and petty theft, first degree, all case number 18000091. It's either an 8 or a 3 CF 10A. Count 1 is a $1,000 bond. Count 2 is a $1,000 bond. Count 3 is a $100 bond. So for $2,100, ma'am, you can get out of jail. Good luck.
Your Honor, as far as we would be requesting pretrial, she has lived all her life in Broward. She's got her mom and kids are here. She works at a T-Mobile in Broward. She does have a residence. She can stand and verify her address in Broward County, so we would be requesting pretrial.
What's her history?
Petty theft, September 2017, adjudication. Possession of cannabis, August 2015, withhold of adjudication. Petty theft, August 2014, withhold of adjudication.
Respectfully denied. I think these bonds are very reasonable. Samantha Dubin?
All right, Your Honor.
Thank you.
Your Honor, I spoke to Ms. Dubin this morning. Her mother's hired a private attorney, Richard Mursty, who's not present. So I'm asking on Ms. Dubin's behalf if we could reset this for tomorrow for Mr. Mursty to be present.
Denied. Ms. Dubin, I'm going to tell you your charges and the bonds that are standard bonds on these particular charges. I do find probable cause for your arrest. Count 1 is distributing or delivering THC. It's a $1,000 bond. Count 2 is trafficking in synthetic cannabinoid, 1,000 grams or less. That's a $500,000 bond. And possession with intent to sell or manufacture or deliver cannabis within 1,000 feet of a school or a park or community center, that's a $5,000 bond. Drug paraphernalia possession is a $100 bond, and purchase of hydrocodone is a $3,500 bond, ma'am. And I do find probable cause, and you can bond out for $510,500, ma'am, and I wish you the best of everything. Thank you. PC is found. Amber Howell. Where's Amber Howell?
Maine, Your Honor.
Thank you. All right, good morning, ma'am. I do find probable cause for your arrest for a grand theft. It's a $1,000 bond. The amount they say was between $300,000 and $5,000 of the theft. Fraudulent cash in deposit bank with an intent to defraud, a $1,000 bond, as well as fraudulent use of a possession of an ID of another without their consent is a $1,000 bond. So, ma'am, for $3,000, you can get out of jail, and I wish you the best of everything.
And Your Honor, she does work at a diner here in Broward, and we would be requesting, given she cannot afford the bond, to either have pretrial, she does have an address, she's informed me she can verify, or something lower on the bond.
Any history?
No priors, Judge.
In the state of Maryland, 2017, first degree theft and an assault in the second degree.
Any dispos?
It's not being reported, Your Honor. It just shows, actually it doesn't show it's being resolved.
Okay, Amber Howell, I consider the Maryland issues that you have, and therefore your respect is respectfully denied. Eddie Milliner? Hi, Mr. Milliner, you're charged with a trespass. I do find probable cause for your arrest. There's a $100 bond. Is he eligible for pretrial? Sir, what is his history of trespass?
I have a petty theft, January 2016, withhold, possession of cocaine, July 2017, withhold, petty theft, October 2015, withhold.
All right, respectfully, I'm going to just keep the $100 bond because I think his criminal history is such that it's $100 bond, I believe, is fair to the circumstances.
I understand, Your Honor. He is homeless, Your Honor, and we just want to, make sure he's not sitting. If there's any way we can reduce it to 25 at least, just so.
Okay, $25 bond is fine. I just want to make sure he appears in court. Thank you so much. Thank you. Tende Mirape. Good morning, sir. You're also charged with trespass. I do find probable cause for the arrest. And I'll reduce your bond to $25. Thank you, sir. I wish you the best. Neely Saxon. Good morning. Are you Neely Saxon?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, I do find probable cause for your arrest. You've had 2 violations of probation warrant served upon you as to one, I think it's either 18 or 16025414 MU10A. There's a no bond hold on one count and a is that a five? I think a $5,000 bond on the other count that I'm going to ask you to see the judge in that matter for your failure to appear in order to determine a different bond. But for now, those are your bonds, a no bond and a $5,000. I wish you the best of everything. Thank you. Christopher Sullivan. Morning, Mr. Sullivan.
Good morning.
You, Mr. Sullivan. Sir, I do find probable cause for your arrest. They say you failed to register your motor vehicle, which has a $25 bond, but you also had KPS is out for your arrest on 18004504 TC30A, a $500 bond for one count and a $50 bond for the other. So you can get out of jail, sir, for $575. I wish you the best of everything, sir. Thank you. Craig Bernal.
Your Honor, back on Mr. Sullivan, did we just get a phone order for him?
Oh, he can have access to his phone? That's no problem. Yes, an order granted. To have access to his phone, sure.
Thank you. All right, thank you.
Of course. Craig Bernal? Hi, Mr. Bernal. They've charged you with a municipal ordinance of trespass. It's out of Deerfield Beach. I do find probable cause. And you have a $25 bond. Good luck, sir.
All right, excuse me, Your Honor.
Yes.
Excuse me, I'd like to get that dismissed today.
Denied. Thank you.
Excuse me, one more thing, Your Honor. I get a right to speak to you. You know that. That charge does not go to any city ordinance of value in Broward County, you would say, in a law book. So could you please have this dismissed? And if not, and you do that wrongly, I would at least like to know when my court date is. You just can't say denied and give me a bail without a court date. You know that, right?
Well, sir, I'm denying giving you the bond amount of $25, and unfortunately, they didn't tell me a date for your court, so I don't have one for you. And, sir,
well,
I wish you...
How would I know what's next if I don't pay this bond? I know it's minimal, Your Honor, but if I don't pay this bond, when is my court date for me to rely on leaving? Because a bond suggests that
Why don't I
pay it.
Why don't I ask you to sit down? Sit down and wait. We'll try to find that answer for you. I don't have that information either. Roger Pass. Hi, Mr. Paz. Good morning. I do find probable cause for your arrest, the resisting, obstructing without violence, as well as trespassing. The resisting, obstructing without violence is a $100 bond, and there's no bond required on the trespass. Sir, $100 bond, you can get out of jail. I wish you the best of everything. Thank you. Harold?
Your Honor, Mr. Paz is homeless, Your Honor, so we would request if any way we could reduce it to a $25 bond for ROR.
That's denied. Harold Sierra Chavez? Hi, Mr. Sierra Chavez. Is that you?
Good morning.
Good morning. Yes. I do find probable cause for your trespass after failing to leave upon asked to be doing so by the owner. It's a $25 bond, sir. I wish you the best of everything. Thank you.
I'm just trying to get up.
Thank you. Shomei Dawes. Dawes, please come up. Hello, are you Mr. Dawes? Good morning. Sir, there was a KPS out for your failure to appear in court on 18022920 TC48. That judge put out a $500 bond. Please note that you can change that by seeing that judge. Good luck. Taekwon Barclay. Good morning, sir. You have a first degree petty theft charge. I do find probable cause. Your bond is $100. Thank you, sir. Yes?
I'm so apologize, Your Honor.
Okay.
Mr. Barclay is also homeless, so we'd just be asking if it could be reduced to a $25 bond, so he's not just held, unable to post that.
What's his history?
CCS is showing no history for
$25 bond is fine. Thank you, sir. I wish you the best of everything. Luis Garcia. Thank you. I do find probable cause for his arrest. Keith Brown, no relation to me. Hi, Mr. Brown. Judge Brown here. I do find probable cause for you did get arrested, sir, for a KPS or warrant that was outstanding on 17001627 MM28. There's a $500 bond, sir, on that, and you'll have to go to that judge to do anything to change that. Thank you, sir. Good luck. Jose Sanchez. Mr. Sanchez there? Hello. Hi, are you Mr. Sanchez?
Your Honor, there's going to be a Spanish interpreter.
That's fine. We have one with us here today. Thank you so much. And our Spanish interpreter is already under oath. And please explain to Mr. Sanchez, I say good morning.
Buenos días, señor Sánchez.
Thank you. I do find probable cause for his arrest. He is charged with a DUI. The bond for that is $500.
La fianza para eso es de $500.
A DUI is driving under the influence.
Este cargo es por manejar embriagado bajo la influencia del alcohol.
That's count 1.
Ese es el cargo 1.
Count 2 is a DUI.
El cargo 2 es
causing
lo mismo,
damage to property.
Manejando embriagado y causando lesiones a propiedad.
Or person of another.
O a una persona.
And that's a $1,000 bond.
Ese lleva una fianza de $1,000.
Count 3 is a DUI.
Y el cargo 3 es manejar bajo la
with an unlawful blood alcohol level.
Con un nivel ilegal de alcohol en la sangre.
Or breath alcohol level.
O nivel en el aliento de alcohol.
Over 0.15.
De más de 0.15.
That's a $1,000 bond too.
Ese también lleva una fianza de $1,000.
So he can get out of jail for $2,500.
Puede salir de la cárcel si paga una fianza de $2,500.
But he must give a correct address and show up to court at all times.
Pero debe dar una dirección correcta y presentarse en la corte en cada vez que se le pida.
Yes, Mr. Stadler.
And Your Honor, Mr. Sanchez has informed me that he doesn't have any phone numbers or even access to a phone at this time to be able to get bailed out. Is there any way for either ROR or pretrial release?
That's respectfully denied. I don't know if there's anyone through your office or the jail that allows him to use a phone that is available to someone who's in his position. That would be helpful. Thank you, sir. Good luck.
Gracias, señor, y buena suerte.
Your Honor, he has informed me he doesn't know of any numbers, however, so he's unable to call anyone.
Entonces no puede comunicarse con nadie.
Unfortunately. Oh, and I've just been told it's not his first DUI, so respectfully denied. Thank you for letting me know. Descartes Battle. Thank you. I do find probable cause for his arrest. Trent Shirley.
Medical loan, Your Honor.
Thank you. I did find probable cause for his arrest. Patrick Wells.
Medical reset.
Dwayne Cunningham. Mr. Cunningham? Hi, are you Mr. Cunningham? Sir, are you Mr. Cunningham?
I'm sorry, I had the mic off.
That's okay. Sir, are you Mr. Cunningham?
Yes, Your Honor.
Sir, I do find probable cause for your arrest, apparently for a violation of a probation, case number 1700, looks like 6608 MM10A, no bond hold. You'll have to see the judge to decide if that will be changed. I wish you the best of everything, sir. Good luck. Robert Young.
Medical loan, Your Honor.
Medical loan is the same as a reset. Jason Juhas. Good morning, sir. Are you Mr.
Morning, ma'am.
Do you pronounce your name Juhas?
Juhas, ma'am.
Juhas. Sir, I do find probable cause for your arrest for grand theft. It's over $5,000 alleged, but under $10,000, sir. And the bond for that, I do find probable cause, is $1,000, sir, and I wish you the best of everything. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Tyrone Pierce.
Morning, Your Honor.
Hi, Mr. Pierce. It looks like I do find probable cause for a battery of a person over 65 years of age. I pronounce your bond at $15,000, sir. Apparently, they suffered a fractured jaw. I wish you the best of everything. Thank you.
Your Honor, he has had 33 years in Broward. If there's any way, he does work in Broward. If there's any way we could have that at least $10,000 is something he's more able to afford.
Respectfully denied. Thank you. Dante Glass. Hi, Mr. Glass.
Hello.
Hi, I do find probable cause for your arrest on count 1 of resisting or obstructing without violence is a $100 bond. Trespass on school grounds is a $100 bond. And the burglary of the unoccupied structure unarmed is a $5,000 bond, sir. So for $5,200, sir, you can get out of jail and I do find probable cause. Good luck, sir.
Your Honor, when it comes to Mr. Glass, I think only count 3 was before us today. It looks like it was an ad charge.
Oh.
And the thing with count 3 is the way they're charging it is across county lines, and I believe that's incorrect. I don't believe it's across county lines. I don't
Well,
have
I
an
didn't even
objection.
consider that. I considered the fact that it's, if this is the school. Yeah, it's the school. So yeah, that's $5,000 bond. I wasn't considering the across county
No,
lines.
I know, but
thing.
just for the purposes of what you're finding PC2, I have no objection of burglary. But
Well, that's what I found PC2. Okay, so just for the record, I'm not finding across county lines per se. I'm finding for the burglary on occupied structure unarmed, for a $5,000 bond. And if the other two, I don't know what the bonds are on the other two.
it shows NA, and then it says ad charge on probation. So I don't know if that's already dealt with or what the situation is. It usually doesn't say it that way.
All right, so I'll just make it a $5,000 bond on count 3 and leave the other two to hopefully have been already done. I was trying to help him out by getting bonds on those, but I don't, it doesn't say NC, which is usually no charge.
Right,
So-
it says NA, which would be not applicable.
Okay, I'm fine with that. That's what NA usually means, but I didn't want it to be where it didn't have a bond out on it. So I'll leave 1 and 2 undone.
It
So,
shows, I'm looking at the sheriff's system, it shows he was ROR, and I kept one in.
okay, that's fine. So $5,000 bond is the burglary. Thank you. Michael Stotler. Good luck, sir. Michael Stotler. Hi, Mr. Stotler. Good morning.
Morning, Your Honor.
I do find probable cause for your arrest on a violation of probation for a felony from 1300. I think it looks like a 6670 CF10A. It's a no bond hold. You'll have to see the judge who's ordered that no bond hold to change that and deal with the charges. I wish you the best of everything, sir. Good luck.
Your Honor, do we have information as to Mr. Steller's next court date?
We do. July 11th at 8:30. Thank you. Thomas McNicholas. I did have the shelter people here. I didn't realize that. Is Mr. McNicholas there? Does anyone know where Mr. McNicholas is?
It says manager.
Did he bond out? Mr. McNicholas. There's a man sleeping on the right. Is that him? Mr. McNicholas? Mr. McNicholas. There's a gentleman also in the far right.
Your Honor, can we have the deputies have requested a brief recall on
Sure,
Mr.
no
Nicholas?
problem. David Reed. Hi, Mr. Reed. Good morning. Good morning. Sir, you're charged, I do find probable cause for grand theft over $300, but less than $5,000. That's a $1,000 bond for that charge. Uttering a false instrument is a $1,000 bond. I do find probable cause. Defrauding a financial institution, I do find probable cause, $3,500. You also had a warrant for a probation violation out of 12017700 CF10A. There's a no bond hold for that, plus another uttering a forged instrument, $1,000 bond. I find probable cause for that, as well as another, in that same case, warrant the violation of probation or community control. There's no bond for that. Your court date, sir, is July 9th at 9:30 a.m. I wish you the best of everything, sir. Yes? Yes. Thank you. Yes?
Your Honor, Mr. McNicholas
okay.
is also here.
Okay, thank you. We're going to correct the case number on the record for that count 4. What was it?
It's 12
Yes.
017 700 CF.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, got it. So now back to Mr. McNicholas, please.
He's approaching, Your Honor.
Thank you. Hi, Mr. McNicholas. I do find probable cause for the arrest for you of possession of fentanyl. It's a $1,000 bond. Also count 2 for causing a child to become a delinquent or dependent. Needed is a $1,000 bond. And count 3 is driving while license suspended, first offense. There's no charge for that, but I've added a bond of $1,000 for the causing the child to be dependent. And so it's $2,000 so you can get out of jail. I've also handled a case for you where you'll have only supervised visitation with your children. Thank you, sir. Good luck.
Your Honor, Mr. McNicholas does live in Broward County. We would just be asking, he has an address he can verify. If there's any way we can do pre-trial, given the charges he says he cannot afford to find out.
Any history at all?
Yes, Judge. Petty theft, 2013, adjudicated guilty. Petty theft, February 2013, adjudication withheld. There was a robbery with no weapon that appears to have been no info. Several traffic offenses, including failure to provide proof of insurance, expired tag, no driver's license, a 2012 petty theft, adjudication withheld.
And anything pretrial has from anywhere else? No. Mr. McNicholas? Okay. All right. I believe that I can reduce count 1 to 500, but count 2 is at 1,000. So $1,500 bond, sir.
You know what?
Bruce Lowell. Hi, Mr. Lowell. Good morning, sir. You're charged with an aggravated assault with a deadly weapon without intent to kill. That's a $5,000 bond. And a touch or strike battery. That's a $5,000 bond. I've increased it from a $1,000 to a $5,000. Sir, you can get out of jail for $10,000. Thank you, sir. Good luck. Jemmy Jenkins. Hi, Mr. Jenkins. I do find probable cause, by the way, for Mr. Lowell's case. And Mr. Jenkins, I do find probable cause for your case. A petty theft is a $100 bond, count 1. And count 2 is the using an anti-shoplifting device, control device. That's a $1,000 bond. So you can get out of jail for $1,100, sir. I wish you the best of everything. Thank you.
Your Honor, is there any way we could reduce the bond or get an ROR? He does live in Broward County.
What's his history?
Minor traffic offenses. The latest one that I see is an expired tag, adjudicated guilty in 2015.
Count 2, I'll reduce to $500 bond. So for $600 bond, so you can get out of jail. Thank you. I wish you the best. Robert Ballard. Hi. Good morning, Mr. Ballard.
Good morning.
Sir, I do find probable cause for your arrest for a violation of probation and a felony 17006949CF10A. It's a no bond hold. You'll have to see the judge who put out that no bond hold to change that or deal with the case. I wish you the best of everything, sir. Good luck. Anthony Muccini. Hi, Mr. Muccini. Yes. Are you Mr. Muccini?
Yes, I am.
All right, so I do find probable cause for your arrest. Count 1 is possession of cocaine, a $1,000 bond. Count 2 is a possession of drug paraphernalia, no charge for that. And trespassing structure, no charge for that. So you can get out of jail, sir, for a $1,000 bond. I wish you the best of everything, sir.
Your
Good
Honor,
luck.
I spoke to Mr. Muccini this morning. First, I'm objecting to probable causes to count 1 for the possession of cocaine. This seems to be a residue case. And from my understanding, the state is following these now as paraphernalia cases, just because it was a residue case. Beyond that, Mr. Muccini advises me he's lived in South Florida for 5 years. He's been on disability for 10 years. He only has an income of $645 a month because of the disability. He's unable to work. I'm only able to see Broward cases. The only Broward case I can see other than this one was a traffic infraction from 2014. Because of that, Your Honor, I would ask if you would consider putting Mr. Muccini on standard pretrial.
You may.
New York cases, sale or controlled substance in 2006, adjudication. 2009, possession of a controlled substance.
Respectfully denied, and I do find probable cause at this point that it says that they found the cocaine in the pipe, but they don't say the words residue. So I'm finding probable cause for the possession of cocaine. Good luck, sir. You can get out on the $1,000 bond. Good luck. I wish you the best.
Wait.
Yes, sir. Thank you. You may step away from the podium. Thank you. James Melnikoff.
I'll start the bond.
James Melnikoff.
Main jail, Your Honor.
Hi, Mr. Melnikoff. Good morning. Sir, I do find probable cause for count 1, false identification to a law enforcement officer. That's a $100 bond. You also had a warrant out for your arrest in 1701. It looks like a 3 or an 825 TC. I'm sorry, 251 CF10A. A no bond hold is for that. You'll have to speak to the judge about that. Municipal ordinance is a $25 bond. The standing in the roadway is no bond required for that. And trying to remember what that stands for. You were in the roadway and you were blocking pedestrians. There's no bond for that. So you'll have to deal with the no bond hold, sir, before you can get out of jail, and I wish you the best of everything, sir. Good luck. Mitchell Barreto. All right. Hi, Mr. Barreto. Good morning.
Good morning.
I do find probable cause for your arrest for the grand theft. It's between $300 and $5,000 that they allege. And it's a $1,000 bond, sir, and I do find probable cause. Good luck, sir. Wish you the best. Thank you. DeShannon Stubbs.
Your Honor, if we could have a brief recall on that.
Sure. Derek Manboard.
Approaching, Your Honor.
Thank you. Good morning, sir. As to count 1, I only find probable cause as to an attempted burglary. It's a $1,000 bond. Count 2, an assault, $1,000 bond. And count 3 is the attempt to solicit and conspire the criminal activity is a $1,000 bond. I do find probable cause, as I said, for $3,000, so you can get out of jail. I wish you the best of everything.
Judge, the state would request time to perfect on count 1.
Oh, okay. It just says attempt. Well, sure, I'll give you time to perfect. How much do you want? 24 hours?
24 hours, please.
Fine.
Your
Just says-
Honor,
$1,000 bond in place because otherwise it's being held no bond.
I can't.
Can you leave the $1,000 in place even if you're giving the state the 24 hours to perfect? Otherwise, he's essentially being held no bond.
Oh, no, I'm doing that.
Okay.
I find a $1,000 bond for that. 24 hours to perfect as to the charge, but I find that $3,000 for the total case is appropriate, and thank you for your request. David, what's the matter? You have something else to say?
Your Honor, he just says he can't afford the $3,000 bond. Is there anything I could do? He has informed me that he does.
I'm in Henderson
He's
Clinic.
in Henderson Clinic and he is getting
program.
treatment.
Well, they might want to tell that to his judge, I guess, when he gets there. Okay? Maybe they can help him go to mental health court or something.
And Your Honor, Mr. Stubbs is here now.
And thank you. Yes, only, but I'm leaving the bond at $1,000. DeShannon Stubbs? Good morning. Are you Mr. Stubbs?
Yes, ma'am.
Hi, good morning. I do find probable cause for count 1, possession of oxycodone is a $1,000 bond. Probable cause for possession of cannabis, 20 grams or less, a $100 bond. Count 3, I find probable cause for possession of cocaine, a $1,000 bond. Count 4, I find probable cause for possession of cannabis, 20 grams or less, a $100 bond. Sir, you can get out of jail for $2,200. I do find probable cause. They also have a traffic infraction for your failing to wear your seatbelt, okay? There's no bond required for that. Good luck, sir. Wish you the best. David Okoro?
Doing this. Good morning.
Good morning. All right, sir. I do find probable cause for your arrest. Count 1, possession of cannabis. I make that a $100 bond. Count 2 is possession with intent to sell or manufacture or deliver cannabis is a $1,000 bond. And count 3 is a drug paraphernalia possession, a $100 bond, sir, for $2,200. You can get out of jail. Sorry, I do find probable cause for all charges, and I wish you the best of everything, sir. Good luck.
All right, so how much my bond?
$2,200. Franley, St. Charles, please. Franley, St. Charles.
Bonded, Your Honor.
Thank you. Walken, Fortune.
Judge, are you finding PC?
I did find PC for St. Charles. Thank you so much for reminding me to get it. Walken, Fortune. Good morning. Are you Mr. Fortune?
Yes, ma'am.
Good morning. I do find probable cause for count 1, burglary with an assault or battery. There's a no bond hold on that. You'll have to see the judge in the case to do anything to change that. Count 2 is a touch or strike battery. I have a $1,000 bond for that, as well as possession of cannabis of 20 grams or less. That's a $100 bond for that. So, sir, you'll have to see that judge for that no bond hold. Thank you, sir. I do find probable cause for all counts, and I wish you the best of everything, sir. Good luck.
Your Honor, for Mr. Fortune, if you're going to hold him no bond on count 1, you have to make either one of two things has to happen according to the 4th District Court of Appeals. Either you have to make a finding of proof evident or presumption great, or the state needs to make a filing for pretrial detention. The state has not made a filing for pretrial detention, so the only other way Mr. Fortune can be held no bond today is if Your Honor finds proof evident or presumption great. I'm citing to Yasaza v. State 222 Southern 3rd 3. The 4th DCA is clear that proof evident or presumption great actually goes beyond the beyond a reasonable doubt standard. And so for Your Honor to make that finding today, Your Honor would not only have to believe that the state would win a trial today, but they actually go beyond that to reach the proof evident or presumption great standard. But he cannot be held simply on a finding of probable cause.
Well, I do find proof evident presumption great from the four corners of the probable cause affidavit, from what I've read. And I do believe that it's also everything you said, but you're right. I do find proof evident presumption great by reading the evidence presented to me in the way of the affidavit, sworn affidavit by a police officer. Thank you so much. Staline Pierre. May I please speak to Mr. Pierre?
Yes, Your Honor, he's here in Maine. He has expressed an interest in
Well, before he starts talking, I'd like to tell him something. Sir, I find probable cause for your arrest on the criminal mischief over $1,000 in damages to the vehicle. It's a $500 bond, and that you failed to yield the right of traffic, which is no bond required. So you can get out of jail for $500. Sir, what did you want to tell me? And raise your right hand. Raise your right hand. The other hand. You solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give will be the truth, whole truth, and nothing but the truth? Sir, raise your right hand. You solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yeah.
Okay, now what did you want to tell me?
Your Honor, he's expressed that he wants to resolve his case today.
Respectfully denied. Michael Blakeman? Good morning, Mr. Blakeman. I do find probable cause for your possession of fentanyl allegations, and a $1,000 bond will get you out of jail. Good luck, sir. Jason Sorrow? Hi, Mr. Sorrow. Good morning. Sir, you're charged. I do find probable cause for all 8 charges. Count 1, distributing and delivering THC is a $1,000 bond. Trafficking synthetic cannabinoid, 1,000 grams or less, $500,000 bond. Possession with intent to sell, manufacture, deliver cannabis within 1,000 feet of a school, community center, or park is a $5,000 bond. Possession of drug paraphernalia is a $100 bond. Purchase of hydrocodone is $3,500 bond. Trafficking synthetic cannabinoid, 280 grams or less, then 500 is $75,000 bond. Trafficking synthetic cannabinoid, 500 grams or less than $1,000 is $250,000 bond. Distributing, delivering cannabis is a $1,000 bond, sir. So 1, 6, 9.
William Murphy.
If my calculations are correct, sir, you can get out of jail for $835,600. I wish you the best, sir. Good luck.
Your Honor, is there any way on counts 2 and 7 at least, if we could reduce them to something less than the 6 figures?
Your Honor, before that,
Excuse me, I'm sorry. The other public defender wants to talk to me, too.
I apologize.
It's not your
Honor,
fault.
I want to object to a few of the counts. The first one being count 3, there is absolutely no mention of this being in 1,000 feet of anything. So I don't see how probable cause can be found to count 3, unless I missed something, but I don't see any reference to anything being within 1,000 feet. As for counts 2, 6, and 7, when it comes to the weight, my concern is, and my objection is that the officer in the probable cause affidavit refers to the fact that these are edibles. I do not know how they weighed the alleged edibles, if they somehow determined how much of it was THC versus other ingredients. From my reading, it seems like they might have just weighed whatever the edibles are. I don't know what kind of edibles they are, but that would lead me to believe that there's other ingredients in there, and so it would be incorrect to just weigh them as they were, that they would have to determine somehow how much of the active ingredient that's illicit would be to actually raise the charges. And so when it comes to counts 2, 6, and 7, I just don't know if they made it clear on how, if that's actually the amount of the active ingredient or if that's just the weight of the edibles as they were presented to the officers. And again, for count 3, I just don't see any mention to what the 1,000 feet is.
Well, there's a school that says Sir advised he was leaving the residence to go to school. We also have a warrant signed by Judge Duffy regarding the search of the home.
Right, but if he was going to school, that doesn't mean he was within 1,000 feet of the school.
State, did you want time to perfect? I do think that it talks about a school. I don't know how far away the school is, so it doesn't say the footage.
I would request time to perfect with regard to count 3. With regard to the other counts, my understanding is whether it's an edible or it's a treat. It's weighed the way it is collected.
Okay, I'm going to reduce the possession with intent to sell cannabis at $1,000 bonds unless it's perfected to the school. Then it can be changed at that time. So it's $831,600 you can get out of jail. And I do find probable cause for all the other allegations. But I do find probable cause without the school, although they can perfect within 24 hours. Gregory, Alexis? What?
Put it on yet? 24 hours to perfect?
Yes, please. Yeah, count 3. Gregory Alexis, is that you, sir?
Yes, ma'am.
Good morning, sir. They say you were driving while your license was suspended. I do find probable cause for that, a $100 bond. So you had capias as outstanding with no bond holds on case number 18000. It looks like a 603 CF10A on 4 counts. So, sir, you have to go before that judge to determine whether that can be changed and or whatever will be happening with that pending case, okay? Thank you, sir. I wish you the best of everything.
Your Honor, do you have access to his next court date, Mr. Alexis?
Oh, I don't see it on the paperwork. Do you have an access to Mr. Alexis's court date? He can wait like the other man if you'd like to see if we can help him. I don't know if we can, but they can wait.
All right, thank you, Your Honor.
Samej Knowles. They want you to find out the court date if possible. That's fine. They can wait till last. Mr. Knowles, good morning.
Good morning.
Sir, I do find probable cause for count 1, possession of cocaine. It's a $1,000 bond. Possession of cannabis is no charge. As well as, sir, you had a misdemeanor warrant for 18002470 $40A, $25 bond. So, sir, for $1,025, you can get out of jail, okay? I wish you the best of everything.
Your Honor, I apologize for constantly interrupting. Sometimes the feed, it's a little...
it's okay.
Mr. Knowles, he has informed me he is homeless. I understand he's going to be held on the KPS, but if there's anything we can do on count 1 as to reducing the bond, it's something that he may be able to post.
What's his history?
For Mr. Knowles,
yes.
2018 trespass of a structure, adjudication withheld. 2018 trespass after warning, adjudication withheld. Another 2018 trespass of structure, adjudication withheld. Let's see, possession of the alcoholic beverage on a beach, September 2017, adjudicated guilty. Trespass of a structure, 2014, adjudicated guilty. Aggravated battery with great bodily harm, March 2015, adjudicated guilty.
Respectfully denied. I think $1,000 is appropriate under the circumstances. Thank you. I wish you the best. Luchin Moreau. Thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
Good morning, sir. I do find probable cause. Count 1, battery on an officer, a $1,000 bond. Count 2, battery on officer, a $1,000 bond. Count 3, resisting or obstructing without violence, a $100 bond. Count 4, resisting, obstructing an officer with violence, a $1,000 bond. Resisting an officer with violence. Count 5 is a $1,000 bond. Count 6 is a trespass, $100 bond. And corruption by threat of a public servant. They allege you threatened the officer. That's a $5,000 bond. So for $9,200, sir, you can get out of jail.
The defendant is currently being supervised by pretrial services. In case number 18-3480 CF10A, he was placed on supervision on the 22nd of March. Based on this court's finding of probable cause on Mr. Moreau's case, we ask that his pretrial status be revoked at this time.
That's granted. Mr. Moreau, I've now withdrawn your pretrial that you were on your felony case on Mr. Moreau. So I'm revoking your pretrial on your felony case based on your new arrest that we found probable cause. And do I?
Yeah, you can put no bonds or bonds, whatever the court wants to.
Is this? So this is supposed to be. This is my. Are you sure this is right? These seem like they're misdemeanors.
No, you are. There's felony.
Resisting without.
Yeah, but a corrupt public servant is a felony.
The new one?
Yes, Your
Honor. Oh, so these are.
No, he's on pretrial for corrupt.
Oh, this is the same charges now.
Yes, Your Honor.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Counts. And he was actually released on an electronic monitor.
Okay, sir. So I revoked your pretrial, and I put you on a $5,000 bond for count 1 on your felony matter. Count 2 is a $5,000 bond, but the corruption by threat is a no bond based on the new allegation, the same allegation. Good luck, sir. Conrad Alls. Mr. Alls, good morning.
Good morning.
Sir, it looks like they say you committed an allegation of they allege you committed a petty theft, but your third or subsequent offense, which is $750 bond, I find probable cause, and I wish you the best of everything, sir. Good luck. Timothy Nelson.
Your Honor, Mr. Alls, can we have his court date, please?
I don't have one on there. If he wants to wait, we'll try to find one. We don't know if we can get them, but we'll be happy to have them wait.
Your Honor, are we able to reduce Mr. Alls' bond to at least $500 or something, a little less?
Unfortunately, after so many petty thefts in his past, I'm unable to do that. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Timothy Nelson.
Bonded, Your Honor.
Bonded? Thank you.
No, he's still here.
Oh, he's still there. I'm sorry. They say he bonded.
Well, he did, but there was a booking error.
Oh.
For count 1.
Yes.
And once that's corrected, it's supposed to be a $5,000 bond.
Oh.
So I didn't know if you wanted to find PC on what the officer had, or if you wanted us to reset it for tomorrow.
Okay. So, what is the charge that's supposed to be corrected to?
Sale, manufacture, deliver, possess with
Sale.
intent, 1,000 feet of a religious conveyance.
It says convenience business.
Of cannabis.
Oh, I see. There's different dates of a religious thing. Reset it for tomorrow. This is reset for tomorrow, and that's 7-5. Thank you. Michael Gray.
Approaching, Your Honor, at Maine.
Thank you. Hi, Mr. Gray. It looks like they allege that you were operating a vehicle without, a motorcycle, excuse me, without a license or proper endorsement. I do find probable cause for that. That's a $25 bond. You also have a traffic infraction for failing to yield at the stop sign or yield sign. I find probable cause for that. Driving while license suspended without knowledge is no bonds required for these two last traffic infractions. But, sir, you have a violation of probation for community control on 17-00-196-5 CF10A. There's a no bond hold. You'll need to see that judge, and I have the date of July 10th. at 8:30. You'll see that judge. Good luck, sir. I wish you the best. William Weber.
Mr. Weber is approaching us.
Thank you. Hi, Mr. Weber. Good morning.
Good morning.
Sir, I do find probable cause for your arrest. They say they allege you committed a grand theft, something over $300 but less than $5,000. That's a $1,000 bond. That you also were committing fraud by defrauding a bank with the intent to defraud the bank with a cash item. $1,000 bond on that. So $2,000, sir, you can get out of jail. Thank you, sir. I wish you the best. Nicholas Jumper.
Your Honor, on Mr. Weber, he does have an verifiable address in Broward County. If there's any way he can get out on pretrial.
What's his history? Anything in the last 5 years? I'll take it. I'll take it. Still Mr. Weber.
Judge, I do see a resisting without violence, adjudicated guilty May 2018. I see January 2018, minor traffic offense, failure to wear safety belt. Careless driving, May 2017. Red light camera violation, adjudicated guilty, May 2017.
Respectfully denied. Thank you so much. Nicholas Jumper. Good morning, Mr. Jumper. I do find probable cause for your arrest, sir. There's an allegation of a violation of parole.
You can go out.
With a no bond hold. It says case number, looks like L81223.
Can I?
Wish you the best, sir. Good luck. You have to see that judge in order to get out of jail. Thank you. John Burton?
Yes, ma'am. No, Broward, John.
Hi, Mr. Burton. Good morning.
Good morning.
Sir, they say there's a violation of probation warrant out for your arrest in case number, looks like 16 or 18, but I think it's 160053, 16005836 CF10A. That judge has a no bond hold, sir. You will see that judge, I don't know when, but when you do, maybe they can help you with that bond issue. Good luck, sir. Yeah. I wish you the best. Michael Lane.
Your Honor, that's a medical loan.
Thank you. Earl Outlaw.
Your Honor, that's also a medical loan.
Nigel Richardson.
Morning. Good morning, Your Honor.
And good morning, sir.
I was scheduled for court on the 5th tomorrow, so my attorney can represent me.
That's fine. We'll set it for tomorrow at 8:30. Thank you.
All right.
Leroy Williams.
Conti, Your Honor.
Yes, Your Honor.
And good morning, sir. You had a warrant for a VOP pretrial in case number 1800. It looks like 5251 CF10A. That what is that charge in that case for a VOP? What's the allegation? Possession of a weapon, convicted felony. Was that it? The possession of a weapon by a convicted felon? Okay. And the other, sir, you had the same case number, but they are allowed on count 2 a $750 bond for a felony petty theft. So, sir, they apparently feel you violated your probation.
You're right. It's actually a violation of pretrial. This is a change of charge.
Oh, pretrial. I see. Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, what's...
I saw that there was a no bond warrant placed on him on the 30th of May. At the time, the charge was...
By a convicted felon? Yeah.
Petty theft.
Right, well, now the charge is filed?
One was changed to what? Possession of a firearm, ammunition, or weapon by a convicted felon. Right. So initially, Your Honor, he did get a no bond hold on that count. They just have to change the charge.
I'm still keeping it a no bond hold. I believe that it's the same type of charge, so I'm going to leave it the way.
Was already revoked on that.
Okay, I do find probable cause. Thank you, sir. No bond hold remains as to count 1, 750 as to count 2.
Yes, Your Honor.
Thank you. Vincent Capone? Where's Mr. Capone?
Yes, ma'am.
Hi, Mr. Capone. Good morning. He's at Maine. All right, I do find probable cause, sir, for a burglary of an unoccupied conveyance unarmed. Case number 1-800-2889 CF10A. I do find $1,000 bond is appropriate, sir. You can get out of jail for a $1,000 bond. I wish you the best, sir. Good luck. Next is Timothy Corser.
It's a medical loan, Your Honor.
Yes. 1,000. Wait. Okay, can I please have back Mr. Capone?
One moment, Your Honor.
Oh, is that a change of charge? Because that doesn't say it here. It doesn't have the pretrial thing. That's fine. I don't mind a GPS if he gets out. Yes.
Do you still need Mr. Capone, Your Honor?
Yes.
One moment, Your Honor. They're just retrieving him.
Thank you so much. Hey, Mr. Capone, you apparently were allowed to be on pretrial with a GPS. Did he have a bond earlier, too? Okay. Well, I made it a $1,000 bond, but I'm going to keep you on pretrial release with the GPS once you get out, so we know your whereabouts, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
So when you get out of jail, you have to report to pretrial.
Okay.
To be given that GPS. Thank you, sir. I wish you the best of everything.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you. Michael Wilson. Hi, Mr. Wilson. I do find probable cause for your arrest, grand theft for $10,000 or more, but less than $20,000. Charge is a $1,000 bond. Count 2 is contracting license, subsequent violation is a $1,000 bond. Contracting license, subsequent violation is another $1,000 bond. And a third one, a contracting license, subsequent violation is another $1,000 bond. Obtaining property over $20,000 by fraud is a $14,000 bond. Count 6 is grand theft, $5,000 or more, but less than $10,000 is a $1,000 bond, and grand theft, $5,000 or more, but less than $1,000 is a $1,000 bond. Count 8 is a grand theft, $5,000 or more, but less than $10,000 is a $1,000 bond. Count 9 is contracting during state of emergency, $1,000 bond. Out of state, you have an out-of-county hold for a felony. That's got a $4,500 bond of 170075116 CFAXX, and I'm not changing that, and an out-of-county hold felony for 170074755 CFAXX, $4,500. I'm not changing that bond. Thank you. So I'll give you a total in a second.
Your Honor, before you add it up, if I could address, Mr. Wilson has lived in Broward almost his entire life. His father owns a roofing company here in Broward County. I understand he's got the out-of-county hold, but if there's any way to adjust any of the bonds to something a little more reasonable that he can afford, so he can post that and deal with his issues up in Palm Beach County, which is where the out-of-county hold is, that's what Mr. Wilson will be requesting.
Respectfully denied. The total is $31,000, sir, and I do find probable cause for all counts. Thank you, sir. I wish you the best of everything. Now, did we find out the dates for the two individuals who didn't have dates for?
There's 3 individuals, Your Honor.
I'm sorry, who are they?
Gregory Alexis.
Were we able to find out a date for Mr. Alexis?
And Conray Alls.
Second look? Unfortunately, Mr. Stadler, was all 3 cases the same? Unfortunately, Mr. Stadler, I've just been told that they're not going to be set till the second look, and unless they bond out, they won't find out till the second look. And it won't be Friday, according to my pretrial release officer.
Do we know when the second look will be, Your Honor?
I don't know that we know that. Unfortunately, we don't know that yet. But unfortunately, we were unable to find that out, and it's not written in any of the documentation we have, or I'd be happy to tell them. I'm sorry. I believe we're done for the morning. Is that correct? Anything else I can do to help? I think I was supposed to sign some orders about phones. I was supposed to get phone. Oh, did I sign everything? I knew it was a couple. I wanted to make sure I signed all. I did not. I just wanted to make sure. All right, anything else I can do before we adjourn for the day? And happy 4th of July to everyone.
Thank you, Judge.
And thank you all. We're off the record. Thank you so much.